Chiefs or die! Final score! Final score from Las Vegas. Well, your Kansas City Chiefs, we're looking out for number one and grabbed the number one seed of the AFC. Meaning that your Kansas City Chiefs got the coveted bye. The coveted bye that every team wants and needs and prays and wishes for and plays for and coaches for every year. You want that home, you want the bye, you want to only play 2 games and before you go to the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs got it. Now I know. People might be saying, hold on, Shaggy. Yes, I did say it would improve Patrick Mahomes' legacy if he eventually goes on the road and wins playoff games in January. I said it. I did say it. But we also have to look when you get down to where the Chiefs stand and where the entire AFC stands, when you're Kansas City Chiefs, when the math adds up, when everybody is standing at season's ends, when the NFL says, okay, play it. And your Kansas City Chiefs came out and played against the Jarrett Stidham-led Las Vegas Raiders. Stidham looked like Dan Fouts and Aaron Rodgers in his prime last week. But the Chiefs said, we ain't pressed. We're going after him. We're going after him now. People might be saying, hold on, Shaggy. Right. It was the Raiders. But if you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they played against the worst team in the AFC West and had a hard-fought game. We won the game. We had a game against the Houston Texans and came out and went to overtime and won the game. Your Kansas City Chiefs, just like I said to Rich Baldinger, for those who watch my pregame with Rich Baldinger on Starcade Media with Noah Groniger, Clint Swatzer, and Hot 103 Jam Zone, Brian B. Shining Brooks, I told, my statement was, the last statement I said on that show is the Kansas City Chiefs, and I see your comments and I'm going to get to them. The Kansas City Chiefs know what is at stake today. Your Kansas City Chiefs know what's at stake today. They waited all season to deliver. They knew what was at stake. They knew we win this game, we get the coveted bye. We get the coveted bye, and your Kansas City Chiefs came out and wasted no time. Byron Pringle's replacement. We talked about it at training camp with Lance Twidwell of The Spoken and Clay Windler of Red Tribe Cinema. We needed to find Byron Pringle's replacement because he did all the small things. Everybody's like, oh man, Tyreek Hill's gone. Who's going to replace Tyreek Hill? We spent the whole season talking about who's going to replace Tyreek Hill. Who's going to replace Tyreek Hill? We just needed a replacement for Byron Pringle because he did the little things. And as I talked about with Clay and Lance at training camp, those who watched me in July, we needed somebody to do the little things, and that person on paper was Justin Watson. Justin Watson had a good training camp. He looked good in preseason. He was the man to replace Byron Pringle. And let's be honest, folks, Justin Watson had been slumping to this entire season, but with the freaking, he knew Sky Moore's inactive, baby cheetah McCole Hardman is still inactive. Justin Watson knew he stood up. He said, I got to be Byron Pringle's replacement right now on the biggest stage to win this game. And on 2nd and 5, Patrick Mahomes lost a 70-yard pass to Justin Watson, who makes the catch and rumbles all the way down to the 3-yard line. 3 plays later, on 3rd and 3, Patrick Mahomes with a touch pass to Jerick McKinnon, who has been nothing but solid. He's been nothing but solid since we brought him back. Jerick McKinnon has 10 touchdowns this year to Tyreek Hill's 8. But hey, enjoy that money out there in Miami, Tyreek. But this team, with Sky Moore inactive, with Baby Cheetah McCole Hardman still inactive, when they come back, they're going to be factors to go all along with Kadarius Toney the Tiger. Kadarius, you see it. You see his jersey there. He's a freaking badass. And he just turned 24, dudes and gents, girls and guys. Kansas City Chiefs freaks worldwide of all ages. This team did not have to blitz to get numerous sacks. And I'm going to read you these Chiefs stats here in a minute. The Chiefs did not have to blitz to get pressure. Chris Jones was owning the guard. They played right in front of him. They even put him out at defensive end, and Chris Jones wanted it. Chris Jones wanted it today because Frank Clark went out of the game with 3 minutes left in the first half with a groin. We're not sure the significance of that. We don't know if he'll be ready in 2 weeks, but he has 2 weeks. But to the point being, Chris Jones was an animal. He was getting after it, folks. Tara Williams says, statement game, faux show. You're right, Tara. This was a statement game. And Damon says, hey, Shaggy, how about those Chiefs, baby? How about them? How about those Chiefs, man? I'm so happy and proud of this team. Just take a deep breath and a whiff of a success because we've seen so much success. Andy Reid just joined his 10th year here. And before Andy Reid came, it was all about this. We were hoping and praying Matt Castle could do something. It didn't happen. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are such a freaking legacy. Now, let me see what you guys are saying here. Mike Daniels with 2 forced fumbles. Yes, Mike Dana. Walter England says, let's go. Man, you got to love it. Number 1 seed Shaggy, let's go, says Kevin Capel. This is so freaking awesome, man. I'm so proud of this team. I'm so proud of this team, man. Chiefs fans, be proud of this team. Be proud of where we are. Be proud of this era of Chiefs football, and thank God every day we got it. Now, let's get to how, let me see what you say here. John Croston Mahomes is a record-breaking machine. Justin K says that. I am too, bro. Jeremy Ellis. D-Man says Super Bowl bound. Toganoxie 859 has swept the West 2 years in a row. You guys are bringing it, man. You guys are all bringing it. Those are epic stats. Walter F. Fatted says Kadarius Toney jersey ordered out of a steal from the Giants. Walter Fidel, that is a steal. Trent Ross, nobody has anything bad to say about Townsend this week. Nope, he got those snaps down and punted the ball good. He got it up there, man. I'm saying, shoot. He brought it. Oh, Shaggy, glad the beard is coming back. Glad we beat the Raiders. The final score gap. We should always have games against Raiders. Love the postgame as always. Odin's son, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Now, let's talk specifically about ready for Arrowhead Allies. Just in case Arrowhead Allies will be coming Tuesday. Trent Ross says the strut, the Tommy Townsend strut. Hey, I'm going to be strutting like Tommy Townsend for another 2 weeks. Now, let's talk about the scenario where your Kansas City Chiefs can have the AFC Championship game at home at Arrowhead in 2 weeks. The Patriots have to go into Rich Stadium in Buffalo tomorrow and beat Buffalo. So if the Chiefs win their divisional round, either against the Chargers, the Jaguars, or the Ravens in the first round, then that game would be at Arrowhead. But I'm not holding my breath. I think Buffalo is going to come out and play inspired ball tomorrow. I think Buffalo is going to come out hungry. They know that it's been an emotional week for them. I think they want to get out there. I think the Buffalo Bills want to get out there and play. I think that game's going to be a blowout. So I think the Chiefs will indeed play either the Chargers, the Jaguars, or the Ravens in 2 weeks. And then the AFC Championship game will be at a neutral site. Right now, the only neutral sites I'm hearing about consistently is Pasadena, California, and Pittsburgh. Let's throw out Pittsburgh. That's close to Buffalo. That's like us saying, okay, Buffalo, we'll play you at a neutral site. Let's play in the TWA Dome in St. Louis. No. It either has to be in Pasadena, California, or Seattle, because Indianapolis has already said, no, we're going to have the game because we got to do some construction to our field in the stadium. Indianapolis is already looking forward to hosting the Combine in a couple months, so they got to get their field ready for that, and they already turned down anybody's offer of that being the site that they will play at. I know we'll be watching the game, hoping the Patriots can somehow win on the road against a tough Buffalo Bills team playing emotionally powered now, especially because, thank God, Damar Hamlin is doing better. We love the fact that Damar Hamlin's doing better. That was an emotional situation, and we're happy he's out playing. We're happy he Instagrammed from the game, and he's feeling better, thank God. Here's my Mahomes jersey. You always got to remember Patrick, the face of the freaking Chiefs kingdom in the AFC as well as the NFL. I like to put it here so I know number 15 has my back while I have his back. You know, it's like, okay, I got Patrick's back. He's got my back. You know what I mean? Okay, let's look at these kick-ass stats for your Kansas City Chiefs, baby. All right, Patrick Mahomes. He was 18 of 26 for 202 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. Freaking great. That's what you want. People are thinking, well, Patrick Mahomes, if he passes for 430 yards, he can pass Drew Brees' record. Just win the game. It would have sucked if Patrick Mahomes would have had to pass for 430 yards in a freaking nail-biting, scorching game. I would rather have this than have Patrick Mahomes pass for 430 yards. Just win, baby, says Shaggy Shaney, your Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes was 18 of 26, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Isaiah Pacheco had 8 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown. Ronald Jones finally got more than 1 carry a game. He was tough. 10 carries, 45 yards, a big touchdown in the first half that really expanded the Kansas City Chiefs lead. Patrick Mahomes was huge running the football. He had 3 carries for 29 yards, a couple of them on third downs where he was just running. That's what you love to see. And Kadarius Toney, my gosh, he had 3 carries for 26 yards, a beautiful touchdown run where he was making guys miss. If people want to seriously talk about Tyreek Hill's replacement, I'm going to go with Kadarius Toney, the Tiger, who just turned 24, and we got him under contract for 3 more years, baby. Jerick McKinnon had 2 carries for 6 yards. Chad Henne was 2 for -2, taking the knee. The leading receiver, Justin Watson, had 1 catch for 67 yards. Travis Kelce had 6 for 38. Juju was 2 for 35. Marquise Valdes-Scantling was 3 for 27. Kadarius Toney was 2 for 18, but it seemed like he did a lot more because Kadarius Toney was a lot more. He's a freaking factor. Noah Gray was 1 for 14. Max Crosby is a beast. I wish we could somehow get him. Chiefs guy says that. Well, we'll worry about that in March and training camp. I just can't wait to see. Yes, I can't wait to see Kadarius Toney and Hardman on the field together. That's going to be huge, babies. Jerick McKinnon had 2 catches for 1 yard, that touchdown. And now let's get to the sacks because the defense showed up and showed out. 1 sack for Justin Reed on an awesome safety blitz. Chris Jones, like I said at the beginning, he had 2.5 sacks. He was a man on the mission from the Chiefs coalition. He was bringing it, baby. Freaking Chris Jones wanted it. Toney needs extended. We don't have to worry about that. Walter, I appreciate that. And you know, Walter, we don't have to worry about that because we got Toney under contract for 3 more years. Brilliant trade by freaking Brett Veach. Okay, Karlaftis had a 1/2 sack. Mike Dana had 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Appreciate it, Jake. You're the man, too. After experiencing Pantera, Zach and Clary going to go. I don't know what you mean by that, but Pantera is a good band. Darius Harris had 1 tackle. And so, very, very happy, man. I'm so freaking happy. Nick Bolton led the team with tackles. Oh, man, I'm so freaking happy. McCormick got to play next. Knicks gets to play next game. Hats off indeed to Ronald Jones. That's right, man. I freaking love it. I love it, man. I love the freaking Chiefs. I'm so freaking happy. I'm so happy, man. 14-3, Big freaking Chief. Let's go all the way. Big Chief says that. You kick ass, buddy. You kick ass. Now, Jeremy Ellis, number 1 seed with you without Tyreek Hill. Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot because people thought when, good point, Jeremy, people thought when the Chiefs lost Tyreek Hill, we saw the naysayers. Many naysayers predicted the Chiefs to finish last in the AFC West because they lost Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was a factor for the Chiefs. He's one of the best wide receivers in NFL history. But the Kansas City Chiefs addressed that by, think about it, guys. The Chiefs picked up George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie, Joshua Williams, Brian Cook, and they still have a 4th-round draft pick next year, all because of the trade of Tyreek Hill. People might be saying, hold on, Shaggy. People will think Tyreek Hill could help us and could go on, but I'm more for building the future. Think about it, folks. You're Kansas City Chiefs. You're Kansas City Chiefs. In a rebuilding year with Jalen Watson, who was money today. Jalen Watson started over Joshua Williams. Jalen Watson is a rookie 7th-round draft pick that we got from the Tyreek Hill trade. He was stepped up, and Joshua Williams is still going to be a factor. Joshua Williams is still going to grow. We have set people thought it was a rebuilding year, but actually it was a reset year. And your Chiefs are still the number 1 seed in the AFC with rookies galore on defense. Leo Chenal, Brian Cook, Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, George Karlaftis. There's so many freaking inexperienced young guys on this team that this team is only going to continue to grow and learn and mature from. And now you're Kansas City Chiefs with all these rookies, with an MVP quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. You know what? They're 2 victories away. 2 victories away from being back in the Super Bowl. And when the Kansas City Chiefs, yes, D-Man, Pacheco is a beast. And when the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl this year, the AFC is the road team. That means more than likely, if the Kansas City Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, the AFC will be the road team, and they will have to wear their white colors. Unless they play Dallas. Dallas likes to wear white at home, so the Chiefs would then wear their red jerseys in the Super Bowl. But, like you saw today, if the Chiefs are on the road in the playoffs, deck out that white on white that has inspired many, that Marty Schottenheimer brought back. Look, I'm wearing my white on white now. Look, I'll show you. White on white with my white shoes. White on white for your Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, representing the AFC. White on white is all right for your Kansas City Chiefs when the AFC is the visiting team in the Super Bowl. We're going to do it, folks. We're 2 wins away. We're going to do it. We're either going to play Jacksonville, the Chargers, or the Ravens, more than likely, in 2 weeks at Arrowhead Stadium. Then pretty much we're going to have to play the Buffalo Bills unless Cincinnati goes into Buffalo and wins. Now, I know it takes them winning tomorrow and next week and yada, yada, and it's something we don't have to worry about. But I'd like to send some shouts out, respectable shouts, to the Cincinnati Bengals because under this new situation that they got put in, they got screwed. They got screwed. In my opinion, they should have been the number 2 seed, and Buffalo should have respectively conceded and let Cincinnati have that game just out of respect. I'm not being heartless. Buffalo should have conceded that game to Cincinnati. They were losing 7-3. They walked off the field. Cincinnati should be the number 2 seed going into tomorrow because if Cincinnati and Buffalo win their first playoff game, Cincinnati's got to go to Buffalo, and I really feel that Buffalo should be going back to Cincinnati. But nevertheless, folks, we're going to celebrate, and we're going to freaking say, yeah, because your Kansas City Chiefs are on a mission. Like I said, from the Chiefs Coalition. Larry, go Chiefs. We still undefeated at the Arrowhead West Stadium. Great win. You're right, Larry. You are damn right. So make sure this week, Tuesday, you tune into the Arrowhead Allies, and we'll break it down. We'll continue to break down the playoffs and what's at stake and where we go. Gabe Glazer, I predict the AFC Championship for the next 50 years. Go Chiefs. Hey, that's a good prediction, buddy. And also look for the Big Mahomes Show. Starring Pat Mahomes Sr. It's going to be coming back soon. All right, folks? We're the number 1 seed, guys. Patrick Mahomes. He did it. He carried us to the number 1 seed. I love it, guys. All right, Tyreek, you got the money. Went to Miami. See you, bye. We are stoked for your Kansas City Chiefs. We got the bye. Your Chiefs will be playing in 2 weeks at Arrowhead Stadium, which is 4 miles from my house, which you know is only sing it with me, come on. Short drive to the countryside. Where you going? You can't run and hide. That was a little flat. I just got over a cold. Work with me. Come on. I'll be better in 2 weeks when we take care of the Jaguars, Chargers, or the Ravens. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my show. I only do it for you. Only for you. All for Chiefs Kingdom. Long time watch, always watch a show. Thank you, Brian Fritz. Lou Foles, where are you going? You can't run and hide. That's right, Tyreek Hill can run, and he can hide down there in Miami, but he's going to be hiding in Miami while we're in the playoffs. Enjoy Kadarius Tony the Tiger and baby Cheetah McCool Hardman because they have not been on the field at the same time. Let's keep that ring around the rosy thing going when we go back on the field and they got a defense doesn't know who's going to get the ball. Jerick McKinnon will try to throw a wheel route to Colin Saunders or something. Yes, Colin Saunders. He went out for a pass. He didn't get to the right point, but he looked good getting there. Way to go. See you Tuesday night on Arrowhead Allies. We'll continue to break it down. Thanks again for Rich Baldinger for joining us on Starcade Media with Noah and Clint. I hope you're watching Rich Baldinger right now on Metro Sports if you live here in Kansas City. Until Tuesday night, let's just be happy. So happy. I love the Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Chiefs, baby. The number 1 seed. Yes.